Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. The wrong mic on. There we go. Thank you so much for joining me, everyone. Really do appreciate you. We are talking about a woman in Armstrong County back in Pennsylvania again. She has been charged with criminal unaliving and abuse of corpses after authorities discovered infant remains hidden in a home she has been evicted from. The investigation began when a landlord cleaning out the property discovered foul-smelling trash bags containing what appeared to be infants' remains. As the search continued, there has been a total of 3 or 4 remains in the attic. The suspect, 39-year-old Jessica Matthew, reportedly admitted to giving birth 3 times at the residence, placing one in the closet after birth and hiding the other ones in the attic. Lot to cover here. We're going to talk about all of that on the other side of this. Thank you, Hobo Mamacita. Appreciate you very much. Love you.
Coming in clutch, better tighten the pearls. Dropping cold facts, got the truth for the world. No smoke, no fluff, just the real that we trust. Hold on to your seat, cause I'm coming in clutch. Coming in clutch.
I really appreciate it. Well, hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining me. Really do appreciate your time. You could have chosen to be anywhere on YouTube. You have a lot of options anywhere on the internet, anywhere in the world, and you chose to be right here. I know your time is very valuable, and I do appreciate you spending some time with me. Today is September 16th, 2025. It is currently 8:39 p.m. on the East Coast of the United States. Bonjour. Hello, everyone. I'm trying, guys. I promise. I'm really trying to get it back. I tell you, this one's taken a toll on me. It really has, this one, but we are trying to get it back. Just we're all sick, man. It's been something. People need to stop talking, taking the brains out and playing with them, I swear, Leslie. Oh yeah. Oh, thank you, Shannon and Hobo. I really appreciate y'all so much, truly. Truly right now, thank you. Really means so much. Thank you, Miss Shannon. You're so kind to me. And you, Hobo, we are praying for you tomorrow. You got this, girl. Yes, she can, Sherry. Yes, she can. Yep. Yep. So we are trying to, it's just, we're trying. Hello, Lolo, Sherry, Connie, Shannon, Sheila. Hello, everyone. Good to see you. You've been sick this week too. You know something? I had to go to an appointment today. Barely got there. And two people fell today. Like, I was walking in an office and this old man, he had a hospital bracelet on, and him and his wife just fell. She just fell on top of her, and like he couldn't hardly think or whatever. Like, we were like, sir, are you okay? Okay. I didn't want to get like too close to him, but I'm trying to get him off the ground. And then I get in my car and I'm driving, and then this old lady fell right in the road. I'm like, what's going on? What's going on? It's crazy. 1 second. Okay. It's been something, I'm telling you. I think it's the season. Maybe it's the season change. Everyone's back in school. Oh, I don't know about that, Lynch. I don't know about that. I've never seen people fall like this. I'm like, it's crazy. Thank you, Hobo. Appreciate you. Guys, there is this case is a bit wild. There's not a lot going on other than Charlie Kirk, and we've talked about it. I don't know. I want to cover more of it, but I just can't right now. I just can't. It's just so much. We sure know full moon. I feel all this more. I almost fell this morning. It was all arms and legs. Really? I don't want that. It's fall, just yeah. Yeah, Minnie. It is. I guess that's why they call it fall. I guess that's why they call it fall. I have a doctor's appointment in the morning. In the morning at 8:45 in the morning. I'm gonna go in the morning. I just don't think there's really anything they can do, though. I mean, maybe give me something for some congestion or whatever, but what can they do? You know, it's just one of those things you got to wear out. You got to wear out. All right, guys. So get this. I need y'all to hit that thumbs up button desperately. And let me know what y'all want to talk about, what cases y'all want to talk about, because right now, they might give me antibiotics. I don't know. We'll see. I feel like I need some antibiotics for my lungs. But right now, there's not really a lot going on with much. Today there was little Emmanuel Harrow, Jake and what's her face were back in court. Nothing really came of that. Can you give us a fast update I sent you on Holly? You got it too, Jen? Man. What happened with the bones found out in Washington State? I'm not sure which bones in Washington State. You'll have to refresh me on that one. Another case of 13 kids in Ohio. Yes, nothing new on Sebastian. Yeah, we did Clear Bell last night. I've thought about talking about Summer, just going over some of her stuff. Also with little Ruby today. Jen, you have to get the Mucinex that you signed for behind the kind you give your ID for. That's the only stuff that's gonna get it out. Sign it, give them your license and say, here, I need the good stuff. It's much better. You take it at night and you wake up and then you feel better. I am Melissa, but I gotta do this too, baby. It's just the kind, just say, I need the Mucinex I got to sign for. Here's my ID. You don't need a prescription. No, you don't need a prescription. Yeah, whatever that stuff is. Daniel would know. Daniel would know. Daniel would know about that. Thank you, Sheila. Yeah, it's got the, I guess, the pseudoephedrine or whatever the stuff in it is in it. Janie, Daniel, I know you're watching. Come on, help us. Help us out. Tell us how much grams of Mucinex we can buy yearly. It'll say, like, if you're like at CVS or Walgreens, it'll say you can buy so many grams of pseudoephedrine, drugs that has the pseudoephedrine in it. The Mucinex DM extra strength. Yeah, most people just get the regular Mucinex. No. Wouldn't have it. It's got to have the good stuff in it. If I'm going to buy it, it's got to have the good stuff in it. You got to drink a lot of water on it, though. All right. Guys, hit that thumbs up for me. There is a lot going on in Pennsylvania the last couple days. I hated menopause. Me too. Oh, baby, I got coffee right here. That's what I was going down to do right there. All right, watch this.
9-year-old Jessica Mothy is charged with criminal harm.
New and shocking information on the deaths of multiple babies in Armstrong County. This new information coming after the discovery of 3 dead infants and the arrest of their mother.
Actually, 4.
KDK's Jennifer Barrasso is in Armstrong County with the breaking details.
Sources tell me there are 4 infants, not 3, that have been identified. Autopsies were performed yesterday. Now, state police, they are waiting for more information from the medical examiner's office. They will meet, I'm told, tomorrow with the district attorney. Now, they've charged the mom with 1 count of criminal homicide, and I'm told more charges are coming.
Thank you, baby.
KDK learned exclusively brand new information. 4 infants found dead, not 3 as initially reported, inside this house on Oak Avenue. And our medical examiner's office,
What
they
they
will
say?
meet, I'm told, tomorrow with the district attorney. Now, they've charged the mom with 1 count of criminal homicide, and I'm told more charges are coming. KDK learned exclusively brand new information. 4 infants found dead, not 3 as initially reported, inside this house on Oak Avenue
4.
in Cadogan, Armstrong County. State police say their mother, 39-year-old Jessica Mothy, is charged with criminal homicide. According to the criminal complaint, the landlord broke open the case after a gruesome discovery. He found a trash bag with a dead baby in a closet.
Very sick, very disgusted, sad for the 2 that are left behind.
Elizabeth Jeremy helped the landlord search for 3 days.
Were you here the other day when I was talking about the case of a woman was moving out and a guy got out of jail and he was cleaning out the garage and they found like so many babies in this garage? Remember that? What are these women doing? I'm hanging in, Sarah. I'm trying, darling. Yes, like 6. Yeah. What are these like 6, 8, 10? I mean, I don't know, enough to, ride a half of a bus. Are they using they're I you can't be using this as a means of birth control, right? This is what will get you in prison, right? Be a responsible adult and let's figure it out before, there's corpses laying all around your house of these little babies that so many are praying for, to get pregnant or to adopt or whatever. This is not the way to do it, folks. Not the way to do it. Nope.
For several cats left behind after Mothy was recently evicted. To know she was so close to those dead babies repulses her.
It was very cluttered. You could not walk through a room without tramping over things.
I believe there was also dead animals in there as well.
Lots of laundry, lots of food left behind.
She remembers a funny smell upstairs in a bedroom.
And
I just don't understand how these women just like have the baby and just go back to their normal life. Like, you've got to be twisted. You know what I mean? Like, you've got to be something really wrong with you. No compassion whatsoever.
very funny. It didn't have a very potent smell when we first went in, but upstairs in the one specific bedroom, it did smell.
Police discovered 2 plastic totes along with trash bags with newborn babies. Court records lay out Mothy's own words, admitting to giving birth about a year ago to a baby in the toilet. She heard crying, then wrapped the newborn in a towel until the baby stopped making noises. That body was shoved into this closet. She confessed to wrapping 2 more babies and stuffing them into plastic totes into the attic.
Is this mental illness? Is this mental illness? They don't want their family, their boyfriend, their husband even to know that, or they just hiding because they just don't want to be parents. Like, what is it? Carrying a baby and giving birth is not easy, and these chicks do it like it's nothing. I guess there is a greater fear there of, people knowing that they had a baby. A lot of people, they say, how the hell do you not know you're pregnant? You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of, those shows that's like, I didn't know I was pregnant, and they go in there and they thought like it was gas or something, and they're pushing out a baby. Wonder if they're all to the same man. That's a good question. Doubt it. I would doubt it. Just being a little judgmental there, but I would doubt it.
KDK learned the mom charge has 2 other children, 6 and 8 years old. She grew up in this home, got married, and moved back into the house. I'm told her dad passed away and
Maybe.
she
Okay.
assumed the lease. Her husband, according to court records, is incarcerated. A co-worker had been.
It's just amazing to me, like, she has other children and she raised those children, right? But why not these children? I knew at a month got sick. Very rare to not know. I think it would have to be January. You know what I mean? Heard this morning a case of a lady that murdered her 5-year-old in 21, and she just got acquitted. Yep, saw that too. Mm-hmm.
Living with her for a short time. This neighbor didn't want to be identified, said she often watched the boys and fed them.
Giving them structure. They needed structure. They needed love. They needed hugs. If they needed to eat, we fed them. And we did that.
As investigators search for a motive, many wondering about the future of those 2 children.
All I can ask is people to pray for these 2 boys that are living who
Sad.
need the support of friends and family in the community.
State police investigators are going to get search warrants for things like the mother's medical records. They're interviewing friends, co-workers, and her husband, who is behind bars later this week, I'm told. Now, I've talked to someone who worked with her. They say that she was a hard worker. She worked about 50 hours a week, and no one knew she was pregnant. Reporting in Armstrong County, Jennifer Barrasso,
Really,
kdka-tv News.
1.9 pounds. Oh.
Makers, including Nissan.
So here's some new photos, and this is a woman. This is a local reporter who says, again, she looks like a pretty ordinary mom, right? Nothing loco looking about her. Clearly, the parents, or the mom or the dad, was in prison. Oh God. I mean, it says exclusive info on PA mom babies. Sources tell me that 4 infants, not 3, identified, found unalive in the Armstrong County home. State police investigators say 3 babies were found stuffed in a trash bags, hidden in the closet. Court records say that Jessica admitted giving birth to a baby in the toilet a year ago. She heard the baby cry, then wrapped it into the newborn in the towel until it stopped making noise. All she had to do right there, all she had to do was take that baby to a fire station. right? Take it to a fire station, a police station, health department. That's it. All of these states have. Why do that? Yep. It's got to be the 1,200 milligrams. Yes, you are right, girlfriend. Yep, or go to the hospital to get a medical attention. Yeah, I mean, if she clearly didn't want these children. I mean, that's 4 children. 4 children. Yeah, the safe haven laws, exactly. On August 14th, an Armstrong County Sheriff deputy physically evicted the mother from the home. After that, the landlord gave her 2 weeks to remove her things. She never did that. Animal advocates came into the house on August 30th searching for 3 cats that were left behind. The landlord changed the locks that day. On September 13th, the landlord and a cleanup crew arrived. That's when the worker smelled something bad in the upstairs bedroom closet. When looked like a decomposing baby inside, multiple towels and several garbage bags around the towels, police were called. Elizabeth Germany, an independent rescuer, was asked to help find the 3 cats that were left behind. She went inside of the home. Elizabeth Germany, Ford City. The house was very cluttered, and you could not walk through it without tripping over things. And yeah, were the babies or miscarriages? They were full term. Absolutely. Hold on, guys. I got to turn the air on. I'm about to have I'm having a hot flash. Well, it's just I get hot flashes and then I'm cold, and then I have hot flashes and then I'm cold. I don't have a fever. I mean, just clammy. I'm just a clammy. Everybody's covering it right now. I can't cover it right now. I just can't. It's too much for me right now. This Rona makes me very emotional. I don't know. It's something weird that I don't know. Craziness. I might cover it again like tomorrow or something. I just can't. I want to show y'all something as well that's going on. It's kind of getting crazy now, to be honest with you. I think I'm going to cover it Sunday
An Armstrong County woman is now charged with criminal homicide and abuse of a corpse after 3 dead babies were found in the home from which she had recently been evicted. Pittsburgh's Action News 4 obtaining this image from the scene in Cadogan Township over the weekend. A criminal complaint filed against 39-year-old Jessica Mothy indicates 1 dead infant was found in a trash bag in a closet, and later another dead baby was found wrapped in a trash bag that was inside a tote in the attic. A 3rd infant was found dead in a 2nd tote. A complaint says during a police interview, the woman described birthing the infants and then placing them in the locations where they were found. She is now being held in the Armstrong County Jail.
Have y'all seen about this hyperbaric chamber this child that died, and safety concerns aired on hearing over hyperbaric blast that killed a 5-year-old. Have y'all ever heard of anything like that? This is a woman who is mentally unstable. So sorry. What a tragic thing, in my opinion. Watch this. Guys, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button. This child, everyone knows what a hyperbaric chamber is, right? You know, I usually sleep in one upside down like a bat at night. I'm just kidding. I have to make myself laugh. The first time I ever heard of one was whenever Michael Jackson used to get in them. I think it was in the 90s or something like that. But this child, this is the DA. Listen to this.
Ever occurring.
Listen to this.
Wanton or willful disregard for the likelihood that their actions would cause the death of a patient, 5-year-old Thomas Cooper was killed when a fire erupted inside the pressurized, pure oxygen environment.
Okay, so a hyperbaric chamber is, there is low pressure, and it's still not low, but it's still, and there is high pressure hyperbaric chambers, and it is a pressurized you're in like it's canister, and it's good for different, it's good for health benefits and all that, because this oxygen gets inside of you and it heals you quicker, and it's good for wounds. It's good for some people use it for even autism, just it's a good, but this is the thing. You are not supposed, thank you, Jen. Thank you, baby. Appreciate you so very much right now. Thank you for your support. It's good for breathing, good for circulation. There is hyperbaric, what's the word I'm looking for? Hyperbaric places. I don't know what, I can't find the word right now. You can go to, you cannot put your phones and stuff in it. People do this all the time, especially at their home and stuff. You cannot do that. It will explode. And let me tell you something, with oxygen, it's very flammable. Yeah, like a hyperbaric center. Well, this is what happened to a 5-year-old.
Inside the chamber. A single spark, it appears, ignited into a fully involved fire that claimed Thomas's life within seconds. Fires inside a hyperbaric chamber are considered a terminal event. Every such fire is almost certainly fatal, and this is why many procedures and essential safety practices have been developed to keep a fire from ever occurring. The investigation into this tragedy has revealed how the Oxford Center in Troy and several of its key decision makers held safety among their lowest considerations in their hyperbaric treatment practice. Yesterday, 4 people were arrested in connection with the tragic killing of Thomas Cooper. My office has filed charges against the first 3 defendants with second-degree murder. Those charged are the owner of the Oxford Center, Tamala Peterson, her primary management assistant at the facility, Gary Markin, and the Oxford Center's safety manager, Jeffrey Mosteller. Each of those have been charged with alternative counts of involuntary manslaughter, meaning that a jury will be able to decide which charge properly befits their conduct. My office is confident that second-degree murder charges are appropriate for these individuals. This offense requires that the prosecution prove the defendant or defendants acted either with intent to kill or commit great harm, or, as specifically articulated in the law, to have acted in wanton and willful disregard of the likelihood that the natural tendency of said act would result in death.
Look at this little boy. Let me see. Okay. Damn, where'd it go? One second. This was it. Oh, this was. Where's the. This is the little boy. Look at him. Right there he is. So sad, man. I mean, it's instant. You are gone. I cannot imagine.
In Troy, Michigan on January 31st. Now, his mother was standing next to the chamber when a single spark ignited a fire that claimed the little boy's life within seconds. Today, the owner and staff appeared in court and arraigned on murder charges. The center's founder and CEO, Tamala Peterson, is charged with second-degree murder. The facility's manager, Gary Markin, and safety manager, Gary Mosteller, are charged with second-degree murder and involuntary manslaughter. The operator of the chamber, Alita Moffitt, is charged with involuntary manslaughter and falsifying medical records.
They allowed
Michigan's Attorney General held a news conference to explain how the center was negligent and needlessly performed treatments not backed by science.
The Oxford Center routinely operated sensitive and lethally dangerous hyperbaric chambers beyond their expected service lifetime and in complete disregard of vital safety measures and practices considered essential by medical and technical professionals. Hyperbaric chambers are not new technology, and there are, in fact, many national and international safety standards developed to ensure patient safety and appropriate use of such devices. To name only some of the safety standards completely disregarded by the Oxford Center staff on this tragic day were the daily maintenance check was not performed, the pre-dive safety check was not conducted with the now deceased patient, there was no medical doctor or safety supervisor on the premises at the time of the treatment was not performed by a licensed technician. Yearly inspections of the hyperbaric chamber, as suggested by the manufacturer, were not conducted.
They were
and the
just
essential patient-worn grounding strap was not used. To make money as a business, the Oxford Center operated these machines and offered unfounded treatments to patients when medical science contradicted these uses of their services. This was an unscrupulous business operating powerful machines beyond their manufacturer's intended term of use on children's bodies
for all kinds of stuff,
and over again to provide unaccredited and debunked so-called treatments, chiefly because it brought cash into the door.
Attorney General Nessel said the Oxford...
Well, you know, okay, I get it. I mean, a business is there to make money. I understand that. But you got to be there to keep your clients alive too. This 5-year-old. That's it, Gypsy. That's all it is. Man, alive.
Center was using the chamber as a medical remedy for unfounded medical treatments. The victim was being treated for ADHD and sleep apnea.
Now, listen, you can use a hyperbaric chamber for, there is a lot of people who use hyperbaric chambers for like autistic and stuff like that. Off label, right? I know a woman who had a chamber, a hyperbaric, I think it was a lower pressure, but there's still, you know, lots of pressure in them. She had she has an autistic child, and she used it she still uses it every day in her home. ADHD and sleep apnea, yeah. Yep, it's with it's got the chambers are what are they? It's just like a lot of oxygen in there, but I cannot imagine what those workers saw. Cannot imagine. It's compressed oxygen. And one spark, you're done. Remember, I mean, if think about someone smoking with their oxygen on, right? You've all heard it. You've all heard it, right? Well, now imagine that in a big chamber, pressurized, pure oxygen. That happened at NYS. Really? An oxygen tank was in the room and flew around into the machine and killed patient in seconds. Yes. I do believe they have to be prescribed, don't they, to go to this? Don't they have to be prescribed? I'm pretty sure, don't you? 4 employees of the Oxford Center in Troy were arrested on Monday. This is in Michigan, by the way. 1 count involuntary manslaughter and intentional providing false information on a medical record. Oh, damn. Not good. Not good. All right. Aired at hearing over hyperbaric blast. What is this? That's crazy. Look at this. This was the area that it happened at. Oh, we saw that one, I think. Poison Shake murder trial. James Craig. Fate is now in the jury's hands. Ketamine Queen. Is she the one that killed, or allegedly, I should say, Matt, what's his name from Friends?
This morning.
Hold on.
Yes, sir.
Already happened. Judges
swear to, and in that I learned information such as the actual hyperbaric chamber that this young boy died in.
Oh my God. It said incinerated. He was incinerated. I cannot imagine. Quote, incinerated from explosion. Matthew Perry, yeah. Oh, I got to show y'all something. I forgot to tell y'all this. I was going to do a live on it. But, little Ruby. You remember how we didn't see anything about mom? Right? And it was just this, what was it? This dad or this creepy ass uncle. Remember that? Take a look at this. Update. Check this out. She was found safe, but 9 hours ago, mother. It's very weird, wasn't it? Well, look at this. There she is. Chelsea J. Lehman faces charges for aiding or harboring a felon and encouraging violation of probation, extended supervision, or parole, the Portage County District Attorney Office said Tuesday. Let me tell you something. By the way, they said Ruby and her siblings is already back at school. They were back at school today. I heard. I saw some pictures of little Ruby. She was not taken care of. She was just not taken care of, in my opinion. At all. I'm trying to see if I got a video here. Look at these two right here. Mother chickens. I feel so bad for this baby. Give me her. Let me have her. I'll give her the best life ever. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, Joyous. She is. Look at here. These two. There's something. I think in my opinion, these two are a couple. There's something. I don't feel. Something's off here. He is a RSO. Did they take her to the hospital to be checked out? They did. Yep. I think it's her brother. I think that's her. I don't know, but it's very weird. So she was charged, Chelsea Lehman, for aiding and harboring a felony and encouraging a violation of supervision. Lehman allegedly assisted Jordan Coyle, a registered S offender, in avoiding arrest and allowed him contact with her 6-year-old daughter despite his supervision conditions. Lehman charges follow a missing persons complaint when her daughter walked away from home on September 11th, 2025. She didn't walk away. The child and Coyle were found in nearby woods on September 13th. Coyle was taken into custody without incident. The missing persons complaint, an Amber Alert, has caused tremendous fear and concern in the community. Cousin said Miss Lehman is alleged through her actions to have aided a felon, avoided lawful arrest, and thereby directly contributing to causing this alarming situation. Both Lehman and Coyle are in custody, with Lehman awaiting her initial appearance. The investigation continues. What's this? Parent of missing Oregon girl plead for her return? Wasn't she found? Wasn't she found?
Tell me the last time they heard from her was for hadn't been at either the village hall or the public library.
The Oregon Police
check
Department is searching for a 17-year-old who was last
your
seen
polling
on
location
Friday.
or voter registration status.
Lee is 5 feet tall.
Tom showed me her notebook,
Why is there two?
where she wrote very detailed reports of the places she spread information about
chef-related television shows. He's the official host with
2 inches.
Pork Tornadoes headlining and so many cheese
One
experiences
second.
throughout. So tickets are still on sale for that.
Shortly after Austin.
Or 5 feet 2 inches tall, that is, 130 pounds with brown hair and hazel eyes. Now, she was last seen wearing black yoga pants and a long sleeve gray sweatshirt with headquarters logo. Now, police believe she may be with a man in his 30s to 40s driving a dark green Chevy SUV. The man has black hair, a mustache, and a sleeve tattoo.
Tonight, Cadence's parents say they are desperate to find their daughter. They spoke with Chloe Morrissey earlier today.
She's got you covered on what they shared about where they know their daughter has been and when they last heard from her. Chloe.
Caroline Brandon, when I spoke to Cadence's parents, Stephen and Cassandra Lee, they say this is extremely out of character for their daughter, that she always communicates where she is and who she's with. Cadence, who her parents tell me has been going by Cece, has been missing since Friday. Her parents saying the last place they definitely know she was at that night was headquarters where she works. Cadence asked her parents if it was okay to stay late at work, but after not hearing from her for a while, Stephen and Cassandra contacted her work, finding out their daughter hadn't been there for hours, but her phone still was. Her parents tell me the last time they heard from her was Friday night around 11:30, saying she was safe and didn't want to be in trouble, but would not tell her parents where she was. That call was made from a burner phone. Today, Stephen and Cassandra sharing this message to their daughter with me.
We love you, Cadence.
Come home.
Come home.
You're safe here. You're not in trouble. We just need to know that you're okay.
Let someone know you're okay.
There's been a few reported sightings of Cadence around Madison, but those turned out to not be her. But again, authorities believe she might be with a man in his 30s or 40s.
Oh, great. Yeah, there we go. 30s or 40s, some freak of nature.
Possibly leaving with him at Friday's football game at Oregon High School. They say he has black hair, a mustache, and a sleeve tattoo, and he's driving a dark green Chevy SUV.
You checked in?
Cadence's parents also told me they have a code word if she's in trouble, hoping their daughter uses it even if someone doesn't know what it means, if she is in trouble right now. Anyone with information is urged to call the Oregon Police Department.
She's 17. She's 17. That's just not acceptable. Oh, Joyous, thank you so much, Mamacitas. I appreciate you very, very, very much, Mama. Thank you, Joyous. You received one of those. Give our sweet Joyous a big thank you. Thank you so very much, my dear. I really do appreciate you, Miss Joyous. Much love to you, my sister. And thank you, Miss Lady. Appreciate you, my love. Thank you so very much. I'd be going to jail. You and me both, January. We would be locked up. We would. Justin needs some tea, a blanket, medicine, and a good Netflix movie. I went to CVS and got baked beans, douche, and a lawn chair. They had them on summer clearance. How about that? How about that? I'm late. I didn't get a notification. Welcome. Yes. Baked beans, douche, and a lawn chair. God. Okay, let's see what they got here. So there's something else. I'm thinking about Amish mother charged with. Yeah, she said I gave him the God. I was just trying to see if there was anything new with Charlie. Watch this. Did y'all see these really creepy? Ooh, what's this? I'm not seeing this. Hold on. Why is it? Hold on one second, guys. I need to change this. Why is there no audio? Did y'all see this press conference earlier? Did y'all see the press conference earlier? This could got it cheaper on Temu. I know, but Janie's been spinning the wheel so much. It's just been too much. Did y'all see
law
this?
enforcement. It is also an offense against the state.
So he is going to be. He's getting the death penalty, right? He's getting it, and good. I hope, and this is the thing, the text messages that happened, he messaged his little, which they're going to tell you this right here. Those darn Virginia Slim 1000s. Yeah. He was more concerned about getting his grandpa's pew pew than he was about unaliving someone. He's like, I wish I didn't. I was hoping you wouldn't know until like we were really old or something. He is loco. His little furry friend. These people, I don't think they don't get reality. They really don't. They don't get reality at all. Very weird. Very weird people.
And to the peace and enjoyment of the people of Utah and of all those who visit here. But Charlie Kirk's murder also strikes a more personal and intimate chord. Charlie Kirk was first and foremost a husband and a father to two beautiful young children. He was a son, he was a brother, and a friend.
I'm going to try my damnedest tonight to do a YouTube short. It's of, after this live, it's of Charlie Kirk speaking. And to me, it sums up, I don't know, I just found this in one of his speeches. And I want you guys to hear it because to me, it sums up everything he was about, everything that his mission was, that he was trying to get across. I loved it, and I'm going to make it into a short. I want you guys to watch it. It's
like all murders, the senseless and needless taking of Charlie Kirk's life has shattered the lives of those he loved and those who loved him. To Charlie's wife, Erica, his two young children, his parents, his family, and his friends, I express my sincere condolences and offer my heartfelt prayers on your behalf. I also want to express my concern for everyone who was at Charlie's Turning Point USA event at the Utah Valley University, and all who have been impacted by this tragedy. As county attorney, I am charged with bringing justice to those who offend our laws. I am charged with bringing justice
I'm so
for
glad to
those
see you guys in here.
for those who are harmed. I am charged with bringing justice for Charlie Kirk. I am committed to these aims. I take this responsibility seriously. Today, after reviewing the evidence that law enforcement has collected thus far, I am filing a criminal information charging Tyler James Robinson, age 22, with the following crimes. Count 1, aggravated murder, a capital offense for intentionally or knowingly causing the death of Charlie Kirk under circumstances that created a great risk of death to others.
We gotta stop.
Count 2, felony discharge of a firearm causing serious bodily injury, a first-degree felony. The state is further alleging.
When Erica the other day, she was asking where her dad was, and she said, your daddy's on I think she said a work trip with Jesus, to support your Blueberry Fund or something like that. My heart just broke. She has no idea her daddy is gone forever.
Aggravating factors on counts 1 and 2 because the defendant is believed to have targeted Charlie
They didn't have an
Kirk
argument. They were just
based on Charlie Kirk's political expression, and did so knowing that children were present and would witness the homicide. The state is also charging defendant with count 3, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony for moving and concealing the rifle used in the shooting. Count 4, obstruction of justice, a second-degree felony for disposing the clothing he wore during the shooting.
I want to show y'all something.
Count 5, witness tampering, a third-degree felony for directing his roommate to delete his incriminating texts.
Yep.
Count 6, witness tampering, a third-degree felony for directing his roommate to stay silent if police questioned him. And count 7, commission of a violent offense in the presence of a child, a Class A misdemeanor, for committing homicide knowing that children were present and may have seen or heard the murder and did so based on Charlie Kirk's political expression. Also, following the press conference, I am filing a notice of intent to seek the death penalty. I do not take this decision lightly, and it is a decision I have made independently as county attorney, based solely on the available evidence and circumstances and nature of the crime. Because we are seeking the death penalty, the defendant will continue to be held without bail in the Utah County Jail. Turning to the 10-page
I want to show y'all something.
Information. These are the allegations. On September 10th, 2025, at approximately 12:23 p.m., Charlie Kirk was shot and killed while speaking to a large crowd on the campus of Utah Valley University in Orem, Utah. Police found the suspected murder weapon, a bolt-action 30-06 rifle, nearby. Over the next approximately 33 hours, police conducted a manhunt for the shooter until the evening of September 11th, 2025, when Tyler James Robinson surrendered to police at the Washington County Sheriff's Office.
Yeah.
DNA consistent with Robinson was found on the rifle's trigger. After shooting Mr. Kirk,
He's screwed.
Robinson hid the gun, discarded the clothing
Watch
he
this.
wore when he fired the rifle, and told his roommate to delete incriminating.
These text messages he did. Watch this. I'm not sure if I'm allowed to show them. Tyler says, drop what you're doing. Look under my keyboard. The roommate looked under the keyboard and found a note that stated, quote, I had the opportunity to take out the, and he said, quote, I'm going to take it, end quote. The roommate said, what? Question mark, with like 20 question marks. You're joking, right? Question mark, question mark. He says, Tyler says, am okay, my love, but am stuck in Orem for a little while longer yet. Shouldn't be long until I can come home, but I gotta grab his pew, R-I-F-L-E. Still, to be honest, I had hoped to keep this a secret till I died of old age. I am sorry to involve you. You weren't the one who did it, right? The roommate says. Tyler says, I am. I'm sorry. And then the roommate says, I thought they caught the person. Tyler says, no, they grabbed some crazy old dude, then interrogated someone in similar clothing. I had planned to grab my full pew from my drop point shortly after, but most of that side of town got locked down. It's quiet almost enough to get out, but there's one vehicle lingering. And they said, why? Why did you do it? And he said, I had enough of his hatred. Some hate can't be negotiated, he says. Quote, if I am able to, he says, grab his rifle unseen, I will have left no evidence. You thought so, you dummy. You are so wrong. Going to attempt to retrieve it again. Hopefully, they have moved on. I haven't seen anything about them finding it. They did. The roommate said, how long have you been planning this? And he says he's been planning it, quote, a bit over a week, I believe. I can get close. I can get close to it, but there is a squad car parked right by it. I think they already swept that spot, but I don't want to chance it. I'm wishing I had circled back and grabbed it as soon as I got my vehicle. I'm worried what my old man would do if I didn't bring back my grandpa's pew. I don't know if it has a serial number, but it wouldn't trace to me. I worry about Prince. I had to leave it in the bush where I changed outfits. Didn't have an ability or time to bring it with. I might have to abandon it and hope they don't find Prince. How the F will I explain losing it to my old man? This man is more concerned about leaving his pew and explaining it to his father than he is about him doing something so egregious that 3,000 people and saw with their own eyes there, and billions of people saw this. Millions live, billions by the end of the day. His wife and one of his children were there. Some, he says, some can't be tolerated. What? I mean, I don't understand these people. Because he didn't like the way you lived, so the fuck what? You know, we all don't like the way some people live. Doesn't mean you go do something to them, right? Like I always say, improve your argument. He was legit concerned about these texts. Only thing I left was the rifle wrapped in a towel. Remember how I was, this is what he says, quote, remember how he was engraving bullets? The fucking message are mostly a big meme. If I see, quote, notices bulge UVU, end quote, on Fox News, I might have a stroke, all right. I'm going to have to leave it. That really effing sucks. Judging from today, I'd say Grandpa's pew-pew does just fine. I don't know. I think that was a $2,000 scope. Then he says, delete this exchange. He says, my dad wants photos of the rifle. He says Grandpa wants to know who has what. The feds released a photo of the rifle, and it is very unique. He's calling me right now, not answering. Then he says, since Trump got into office, his dad has been pretty die-hard mega. Then he says, I'm going to turn myself in willingly. One of my neighbors here is a deputy for the sheriff. You are all I worry about, love. Well, trust me, you're going to have a lot more to worry about, bitch.
Being text messages and not talk to police. Children were present at the time of the shooting. The shooting.
He had like very stupid things written on the bullets. You know what I mean? It's very stupid.
Turning Point USA, a nonprofit organization founded in 2012 by Charlie Kirk, organized a public outdoor event to be held at noon on September 10th, 2020.
I am loving what Candace Owens is talking about right now. She's
25 at UVU. The event was the first in a series of similar events to be held at college campuses nationwide. Mr. Kirk is a well-known conservative activist, famous for these type of events where he discusses various political issues and debates with audience members. His events and comments have garnered a significant number of supporters and drawn the ire of many who disagree with his political views. The event at UVU was announced far in advance and garnered significant publicity and interest. Consequently, several hundred people attended. Mr. Kirk was interacting with a crowd before the event officially got underway. Then at approximately noon, Mr. Kirk seated himself under a portable canopy behind a table and microphone. He began speaking to the crowd and fielding questions from attendees, a format Mr. Kirk commonly used at his events. Mr. Kirk allowed his questioners to approach a microphone positioned directly in front of him. Mr. Kirk's team members were very close to him on his right and left, as well as some behind his canopy and others at various close locations near him. The large crowd surrounded Mr. Kirk on three sides. Temporary metal fencing separated attendees from Mr. Kirk by only a matter of feet. Directly above and behind Mr. Kirk was the UVU Hall of Flags, an indoor walkway spanning several hundred feet with floor-to-ceiling glass windows, which overlooked the plaza where Mr. Kirk was seated. People were in the walkway at the time of the shooting.
Oh, it's
approximately 15 minutes
Isn't that
into
like
the
an
event.
anime thing? Isn't that like an anime thing? Oh, well. What they do, the well, something like that. It's like an anime thing. It doesn't really mean anything. That's okay, Sassy. He didn't have enough security, and when people seen Tyler on the roof, they should have rushed to Charlie and got him out of there. I mean, I agree, but the thing is, like, I don't know if really anybody, there's so much going on there. Right? Like, remember when it happened to candidate at the time, Trump? Like, that roof was much lower. You was swimming? Nice. And it was like this. This was absolutely bubbly. We have to agree to disagree, and we have to remember that we're all human beings first. Right? I don't want to see, like Bubbly just said right there. I don't want to, and I'm just using you as an example, Bubbly. I don't want to see Bubbly and think of her as a whatever affiliate that whether it's Republican, Democrat, Independent, whatever. I don't want to think of Bubbly as that. I want to think of Bubbly as a person, a pearl, right? And one of the things Charlie said, I just wanted to play it. And it was about a guy, his dad, and hold on. Let me see if I can find it. I thought it was absolutely great. And I think Charlie says it the best. He really just said it the best. It was a father and dad that they was really fighting over, what they believed, and it was separating their family. And Charlie said, don't do that. Don't allow this to separate you. Let's see here. I'm trying to find it. But it doesn't matter where exactly you are. Let's see. Charlie Kirk to father and son. Here it is. Let me see here. Watch this. Check this out. It's 56 seconds. Look at this. To me, this shows what kind of character he had.
Talk every day about.
All right. Watch this.
We talk every day about politics to the point where it's divided us. And so for him to say that he does not know where I stand is.
So let me ask you, do you think that maybe he wants to believe government will do good? Maybe that's.
Of course. Okay.
Good. Now maybe your son is going more conservative because he thinks government hasn't done a lot of good. Is that maybe a fair charitable interpretation?
That makes relative sense.
Okay, so now we're getting somewhere. Here's what I'll just say in closing, guys. Never let politics get in the way of the beautiful relationship between father and son. My advice first is for the son to the father, understand he comes from a different generational perspective. He thinks government is probably a good force. Now your son, understandably, is seeing it harder than ever to own a home. He's seen a border wide open. He's seen lies from politicians. He's seen the enrichment of the ruling class. And instead of interrupting and want to get in an edge, smartly be like, maybe my son is processing a way that I might not agree with, but he's growing up in a different circumstance than I ever would.
Isn't that good? That wasn't exactly, I mean, there was more to it. It was, but, you know, the old man, he was, this was his father, and he was a staunch Democrat, and his son right here, you know, the complete opposite, Republican. And you know, you don't let people, you're not first a Democrat or Republican or anything like that. You're first a human being, right? That's what you first are. And yeah, so there's that. All right, guys. Dad is liberal, son is a conservative. Yes, correct. Oh, your son's getting bullied? Oh, why is he getting bullied? Is he okay? Hope he's okay. I don't want to see anybody get bullied. I don't like it. Especially kids. They are, hey, sugar. And listen. Okay, Chuchi. Media tries to divide us. Yes, they do, because everyone wants to make their political points. Of course, Ginger. Thank you, lovies. Appreciate you. Guys, I have a doctor's appointment early in the morning, and hopefully they'll give me a steroid shot, and I'll be zooming through the day. How do people see that as hate talk? Well, they don't see that as hate talk, right? I mean, this is the thing. You can clip me. You can clip any of us human beings that are in any sort of public persona. And we're human beings. I'm not at my best right now. You guys know that. I'm still letting you, I still got to be here sometimes though. And sometimes things are taken out of context. Sometimes we're not having our best moment. Sometimes we're not having our best hour. And sometimes our positions change. Right? I mean, whether that's politically or as a human or whatever. But even that, not everyone is going to agree with us 100% of the time, right? I really believe live and let live, as long as you're not hurting like anybody else. Like, I think Jeffree Star kind of summed it up for me the way pretty much I believe when he went off the other day. I think he did a great job on it. I think we're getting much too liberal in a lot of aspects. And I think some things we're getting too conservative about. And I think I think the truth always lies somewhere in the middle. That's what I believe. The truth always lies somewhere in the middle. But as us humans, we don't like to be we're just bad with balance. But I think Jeffree Star did a great job the other day. But I just don't want we're Americans first, or we're human beings first, and that's all I care about. I love you guys. You all are my pearls, and that's it. Thank you, Jen. Thank you, darling. It's really sad. Nobody, Democrat, Republican, Independent, anything in between, nobody should be mowed down because of an opinion. And actually speaking to other people. Well, you're right, January. People are easily offended nowadays. And this is the thing as well. People love to actually be offended nowadays. Right? We all almost want to be offended in some cases. And it's bizarre. It's very bizarre. It is. It's supposed to be free for everyone. You're absolutely right, Priscilla. Yeah. And make an issue out of everything. Yes. And just being able to say, and that's the whole thing. You're not supposed to, you're supposed to be allowed to speak your opinion without the government infringing on that. It's a real blessing. Go to China or Russia and try that one good time. Yeah. You can't go there with can't go to Putin or Xi and say any of that stuff. All right, guys. Much love. Love you guys. I appreciate you all so very much. All right. Love you. I'll talk to you soon. See you guys tomorrow or whatever. I might lay in bed in a little bit and go live on Rumi's channel. I don't know. We'll see. With Rumi. She's so cute. She's got all of her little teeth in, her adult teeth in now. She's so cute. Her teethies. They're so cute. All right, guys. Bye-bye.